NX user interface, which is very important. If you want to learn about NX, before you start to do that, you have to get an idea about NX user interface. So first I will launch my NX. And when you will launch your NX for the first time, this is the interface you will face. At the top left corner, you will see there is one icon, NX icon. Don't double click on this icon. If I double click on this icon, this NX application will shut down. So I will launch it again. Just beside this NX icon, you will see few options here. This is called Quick Access Toolbar. From here, if you want to open any part, if you want to create any file, also if you want to change your window, you can also do that. Few other options is available. You can customize this from this little drop down menu. You can see there are a few different options available. Let's say if I want to add save option here, I can check it and it will say, this will show you that save option here. So every time if you want to save it, you can check this option. So this is highly customizable. Not only this option, you can add from here. If you want to add some other tool inside this quick access toolbar, that is also possible, but that is fairly advanced topic. So I will not discuss how to edit this quick access toolbar. Then in the left hand side, you will see this bar. This is called file menu bar. Here there are a few different bar you will find. Let's say if I create any new file, let's say if I create a simple model file, now you will see few more tab is added. Based on your purpose, this tab will change. Purpose means now I want to create some part. That's why I can see this part. Let's say I will close it. Now this time I will close a new file, but I want to create a drawing file. This time I will find few different tab. You can see this is different drafting tools tab. This is different. So if you create any drawing or if you create any part or assembly, based on that, file menu tab will change. Then this area is called ribbon. Inside this ribbon, you will find there are few group here: direct sketch, feature, synchronous modeling, assemblies, all are group. Each group has few sets of tools. Let's say if you want to create any sketch, then you have to work with this group. Inside this group, you will find that if you want to create any rectangle or line or arc, you have to use this group. Then if you want to transfer your model to the 3D environment, then you have to use extrude, or in your 3D part, you can use your hole, you can add pattern feature, everything you can do from this group. But each tab has few different group. And if I change my tab from home to curve, you will see this will change, this group will change. If I go to analysis, you will see this group is different. For view, this group is different. Render tools, this group is different. This tab and this ribbon and this group, everything is highly customizable. Let's say if you want to add any new group, in that case, you can also do that. If you want to add any new tab, you can also do that. If I click here, let's say if I want to work with surface, I will check this. And the surface tab will be added, and inside the surface tab you'll find few different group, and each group has few sets of tool. Then inside each group you will find there is one small drop down option. If I select it, you will see there are few other tools is available. I can see just only 6, but if I expand it, I will see few more option here. Let's say if for this group, if I go to this more, few other tools is available. All of these tools you are seeing here, it is not showing here because you have to work with this tool, but this is not frequently you have to use. Occasionally you have to use this tool. That's why they put inside this more option. Also inside this synchronous modeling, if I go to more, you will find few extra tools here, which is inside this group, but occasionally you have to use this. That's why they put inside this more option. Then on the right hand side, you will find that there is one search option here. If you want to find any tool, then you can use this command. Let's say I want to find trim command, then I will select it, I will press search, then it will search every tool which is related to this word trim. You can see there are few different result I got. If I want to use quick trim or trim body, and when I'm hovering over it, it is showing me that exactly where I can get this tool. This is nice option, especially for beginner, because when you are a beginner user inside this NX has huge number of tools, which is really very frustrating for a new user to find. In that case, you don't need to worry about it. Just search with keyword inside this command finder. Then on the right hand side, you will see there is one upper option. If I select this, it will minimize this full ribbon. Sometimes this will help, but normally as a beginner, don't try to do this. You need to see what is inside each tab, what is the tools available. Then just bottom of this ribbon, you will find there is another bar that is called top border bar. Inside these few different important tools is available. Let's say if you want to fit your full part or assembly inside this graphic window, you have to use this option, and few other option is available. Also, if you want to see your front, top, right, you can also this orient drop down menu. Then if you want to change any style, you can also do that. Everything you can do from this view tab. But let's say if you want to see your part from front, in that case, let's say you are inside this view tab, then you have to go to view, then you have to select this front. But this is better if you go to this drop down menu, then you can select your front from here. This is more quicker. This bar is also highly customizable. When I will work time to time inside the part or assembly, I will show you how you can work with this top border bar. Then at the left hand side, this bar is called a resource bar. Inside this, few different tabs is available. Part navigator, assembly navigator, constant navigator, and few other navigator is available. Almost all tabs are very, very important. Then on the right hand side, this is graphic window. Inside this, you have to create a sketch, you have to create your part or assembly or drawing, everything you have to do inside this graphic window. This is a 3D space. Inside this 3D space, you have to create your drawing. Then on the right hand side, you can see there is one option is available. By default, you will not find anything here. But if you want to add any tool in the right hand side, that is better for your design. Let's say you have a part or assembly open, you want to measure something. Frequently, you have to use your measure tool. In that case, you can add that tool inside this bar. So let's say I want to use my measure tool frequently. So I will go to analysis tab. Then from here, I will right click on this measure distance and select add to right border bar. Then it will add that tool on the right hand side. At the bottom, this bar is called status bar. When you will work with any part or drawing or assembly, few different important information you will find inside this status bar. Let's say if I want to create a very simple sketch, I created this, and now I will right click and press OK. Now it will show me sketch is fully defined with 2 auto dimensions. So let's say if I unselect this continuous auto dimension, you don't need to understand what I am doing now. I will discuss everything step by step, so you don't need to follow me. Just I am trying to show you what is the advantage you can get from this status bar. So I put 1 dimension here, then I will press close. This time you can see it is showing sketch needs 1 constant. Let's say you have a very complex sketch and you need 5 constants. You do not know how many constants you have to put. So now you know that you need at least 1 constant to make it fully defined. So if I want to make it fully defined, I will put another dimension, then press close. Now you will see this will give you a important information, which is sketch is fully defined. So this type of information you will find from this status bar. Show you how to customize ribbon. Here I am inside this home tab, and inside this home tab there are a few different groups inside this ribbon. Let's say you want to add few more tools inside this feature group, which is available inside this feature group, but it is not showing here because normally frequently we are not using it. But for your design, maybe you have to use it. In that case, you can add that tool inside this feature. If I go to this drop down menu, there is a tiny down arrow is showing. If I select this, and here I will see all tools available inside this feature group. So if I go to this second option, this is by default check, and if I go inside this, here I can see this is extrude and revolve is by default check. If I go to this drop down menu of this extrude and revolve, and there are 2 different options is showing, but if I go to this drop down menu again, now if I, let's say I want to add this tool inside this, so I will select it. Now if I go to this drop down menu, this is here. So this is how, if you want, you can add your tool inside this. Now let's say you want to add some other tool which is not inside this group. So in that case, you have to right click anywhere inside this group and go to customize. From here you have to select all commands. From here, let's say I will select measure. I want to put this measure distance inside this. So I will select it, drag and drop to somewhere here. And this is that measure tool I can add inside this feature group. If you want to delete any tool, just right click anywhere inside this ribbon, go to customize, then select this measure distance, right click, and from here you can delete it. I can select receipt. If I select receipt, nothing will change. If I right click and delete, it will delete. And you can see this is deleted from here. If you want to add any new group, you can also do that from here. From this customization, I will go to new item. From here you can see this is new group. I have to select, press and hold my left mouse button, drag and drop to here in this blank area, and you can see this is my new group. Inside this new group I have to add few more tools. So I will add this measure distance. I will drag and drop inside this. Then I will add another tool which is called trim corner and also trim sheet. So I added 3 new tools inside my new group. Now I will press close and you can see this is my new group with 3 new tools. Now if I want to delete it, I have to right click anywhere inside this ribbon, then go to customize. From here I will right click on this group and delete. If I want, I can also delete any tool from here, right click on this tool and delete. But I want to delete my full group, I don't need this, so I will select delete and it will be deleted. If you want to add any new group which is already there but it is not showing here, in that case you have to go to the right corner of this ribbon, select this ribbon option, and from here you will find all group here, and from here you can add any group if you want. Let's say if I want to add edit feature group, if I select it, you will see it will be added inside this. So I do not need this, I will unselect this. So this is how, if you want, you can also add any group from this ribbon option. In this lesson I will show you how to create a tab inside this file menu, also inside that new tab how to create a group, also inside that group how to put your tool, customize tool. So first I will right click anywhere here, go to customize. From here if I want to create any tab, I have to go to this tab or bars tab. From here I will go to new, and from here I will put my new tab name. I can create from here or I will cancel it, and I have to go to customize, or from here when I will go to this customize, when I will open my customize window, this plus icon will show. So I will select this plus icon, and from here I will put one name for this tab. I want to give access to full application, so everything is okay, so I will press OK. Now this is my new tab I added. Now inside this tab I have to put at least 1 or 2 group, or if I want I can put any tool inside this. So I will randomly add few tool here. I just wanted to show you how can you make a tab and how can you make a group, everything. So I added total 6 tools. Now I will create a new group. So I will select a new item, then I will drag and drop new group here. This time I will just drag these 3 tools inside this group. Then I will create another group. I will drag these 3 tools inside this group. Then I will press close. Now this is completely a new tab, and inside that tab this 2 is new group, and also there are a few different tools added inside this. If you want, you can also change your group name. I have to right click, go to customize. From here I have to right click on my new group. From here you can see this is name. I can put G1, and for this I will put right click G2. And there are a few other things you can do. If I right click here, you can change your content and style to flow layout. If I want, I can change it to normal. Then if you want to collapse it, all these 3, right click, collapse. And if you want, you can also put any icon for this group. I will give this icon. This is how you can work. So this is now collapsed. I have to select it to get my tools from here. Now let's say I don't want to show any text for this tool. So I will right click on this tool and I will select icon only, and this will show me only icon. If I want, I can show only always icon only, or I can select always icon and text below. Now this tab, ASIP CAD, I will get that tab inside this tab. This is that new tab I can see here. If I uncheck it, I will not see here. If I want to delete this tab, I have to select this tab, then delete, and if I press yes, it will delete. So this is how you have to create your new tab, also group, and also you can put any tool inside the group. I will discuss user interface preference. So I will go to File menu, then Preferences. From here I will active User Interface. Here you can change this user interface. The first tab is Layout. From here, if you want, you can choose Ribbon Bar or Classic Toolbar. Classic Toolbar is not for new user. If you are old user inside the NX, then move to the new version of the NX and then you can use Classic Toolbar. But if you are completely new user, then don't use this Classic, always use this Ribbon Bar. If I select it and press Apply, you will see this is that Classic mode. So I will change it to Ribbon Bar. The next option is Ribbon Bar option. If I select it and apply, you will see there is no text here. This is not good for new user. For new user, they need to see which tool means what. So in that case, they need to see the text. So I will unselect this and apply. If you are completely new user, always unselect this option so that you can see few text from here. This queue status line position, top or bottom, by default this is at the bottom. This is that status bar. If you want to put it at the top, I will select it, apply, and it will move to the top, but I want it at the bottom. Then I will go to theme. Inside this theme, you can change your theme color. Light, this is recommended. If you want, you can put light gray, apply. This is slightly changed color. If I change to classic, apply. This is another different color. Few different color is available, but I will use light, which is recommended by NX. Then I will select resource bar. If you use dual monitor, then you can use this first two option, but if you don't have any second monitor, in that case you have to use the last option, no change. If you want to use this resource bar on the right hand side, you have to change this on right and apply, it will move to right. But I prefer to use on left. Another option, home page URL. We are saying there is one link is showing here. If I go to here, which is web browser inside this NX, this is that page is loaded. Let's say if I change this to .google.com and press apply. Now if I go to this web browser, you will see this is loaded a Google page. So this is full functional web browser. So which site you have to use more frequently for your CAD? In that case, you can set up your home page for that. Maybe you can set up any manufacturing site or any resource tutorial site, anything you can save as a home page. I am changing to the default one. The next option is touch. If you have touch monitor, in that case you have to use this option. The next option is roles. If you want to save your role, if you want to export the setting, you have to select it and you can save it in your desktop. If you want to import your role, in that case you have to load your role from this option. Now when I am done, I will press apply and press OK. So this is how I can change my user interface preferences. In this lesson, I will show you how to find any tool inside the NX, because inside the NX they have huge collection of tool set. So this is very harder for you to find out that. So let's say you are working with some specific tool which you don't know where is that. Let's say I want to work with face blend tool. Now I have to start to search from the left side and try to search from here. Quickly look at it. If you don't find anything, then try to look at in the more. If you find anywhere inside this, then it's fine. If you don't find, then you have to do one more thing. I will go to this drop down menu and I can see this is that face blend. So I can find from here. So this is how I can search. Let's say I want to work with fillet sheet tool. If I try to find out anywhere, same thing I will do here. I will go to more gallery or anywhere. I'm not getting that tool. So in that case, I have to go to this command finder. From here, I will put fillet sheet and then I will go to search. And now I will get my fillet sheet. But the problem is when I'm hovering over it, it is not showing me where is that tool. Because if I select face blend and search, it will show me the face blend, and when I am hovering over it, it is showing me here. This is that tool, it is here. But when I am trying to search this fillet sheet, I can get it, but it's not showing here. This is not showing here because if you carefully read it, it will show you where is that tool actually is. This is inside the home tab, then feature group, that means inside this group, then more gallery, that means here, then inside the more gallery detail feature gallery, then fillet sheet, which is by inside the bracket it is saying this is currently hidden. So if I go to this more, then this more gallery, detail feature gallery, from here I will find this fillet sheet which is currently hidden. Now if I check this option and if I hover over it, it will show me because I just selected it. So this is how you have to find out any tool. If you don't find any tool, normally if you work at least 2-3 months, you will be more familiar with it and you will start to remember which tool stay in which tab or which group.